Hey guys,
Well,
welcome
he's not
to
here,
the
everybody.
Hi.
Hey guys, it's everybody that is a part of this podcast, except we have Andy, and we also don't have Wayne or Lily.
Yeah,
Very
I just
true.
smelled that bad.
I'm sure you've been anticipating this new episode after like 4 months.
5
Yeah,
months.
I'm sure Joseph Snap is going to be very excited to see another episode in his YouTube feed.
The biggest thing.
The unnecessary for no reason hiatus.
He gets
Yeah.
mentioned in every episode, and I don't think he's done something once.
I bet you're wondering. We've been gone since November. What have they been doing? Are they been planning new things? Are they been doing busy? Are they busy with other stuff? Is their personal lives crazy? The answer to all of that is no. We have been doing nothing this entire time. We haven't recorded the podcast purely because we were too lazy to organize it, and record it. But we're back.
Yeah.
We have this is gonna be this is gonna be like an off the dome freestyle podcast. We have no topic set, so we're just gonna go through with the flow, as I think Dory from Finding Nemo says that.
I don't think she said that once.
Probably. Yeah, we're back.
Yeah.
We're back this month, and then we'll take another 5-month hiatus. It'll be great.
Yeah.
This is episode 25.
Is it?
But no.
Oh.
But it doesn't matter,
Yeah, we're actually recording this October 28th, 2022. So
Yeah.
who knows when this will be posted? I think we're gonna
Yeah.
keep this one in our cast for quite a long time.
This is a very special episode. We have to let it sink in.
Yeah, we have
Make
to
sure
let
the
it
time's
marinate.
right. Yeah.
We've missed a lot since the last episode. What celebrities have died?
Michelangelo.
Who did die? It's a good question.
Let me look
Donatello.
up dead celebs 2023.
Who died that's funny to talk about?
All right, guys. This is gonna be the Dead on Arrival. We didn't do a New Year's episode, and we didn't do a year in recap. So this is our in memoriam section for all the people who have currently died in 2023. Okay.
Who are currently
Olivia
dead.
Newton-John
Please-
died without titties.
Oh.
Please, a moment of silence as we go through everyone who has died in 2023.
Rest in peace to my friend Eric.
Whoever edits this, can you put like the sad Oscar music over this?
Sure, yeah.
Lance Reddick, Willis
Oh, no.
Reed, Bobby Caldwell,
Who?
Joe Pepitone,
Wait, never mind.
Bud Grant, Robert Blake, Gary Rossington,
Who?
Tom Sizemore, Harry Holland, Richard Belzer,
Who?
Tim McCarver, Rachel Welch, and I don't really care about any of the rest. I think
Dick
I think-
Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke, Jeff Beck,
And one
sexy Lisa Marie Presley.
Oh yeah. Now that's funny.
Rest in peace,
Did
aka
you know
rest.
that she was married
rest
to
in
Michael
peace.
Jackson for like a bit?
She did.
Yeah.
Smasher Bass, David Crosby,
Bing Crosby.
Bing Crosby,
Burt
David-
Bacharach.
Bacharach.
Burt
Bacharach.
Bacharach,
Bakugan.
That's what I said.
Burt Bakugan.
Yeah. The creator of Bakugan.
That's right.
So long. Thank you for your contributions.
Yeah,
Hey.
people died. What can you do about them?
Nothing.
Justin Roiland. Rest
What's
in peace.
what's a
Yeah, his
celebrity
career.
that wasn't the saddest to you, but was like the most like, damn, what?
Betty White.
Kobe.
You really were surprised that Betty White died?
I thought she would make it to 100, honestly.
That was
Yeah,
like
she-
a what the fuck moment.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
What was she at, 99?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like 2
Yeah,
weeks
just-
away. 2 weeks away
She-
from her birthday.
There were magazines out that said celebrating Betty White's 100th birthday.
They
And
jinxed
she
it. Those
died at
bastards.
99.
Those bastards.
2 weeks before.
Yeah, I love all the people that are just like, I think we should make it. I think we should just give her the 100th as an honourary thing. I'm like, no.
Hell no.
No, it's not
Yeah,
that
no, your heart has to be beating.
That
You gotta have
lazy
a
bitch
pulse to
didn't
get that.
stick it out to
Right.
100.
one.
Exactly. You
Yo,
like,
she
come
had-
on, Betty. It's a few
She
more
had
weeks.
17 days, and she was like, I'm gonna check out.
For real.
Was it really
What?
17 days?
Yeah, honestly, I think that's so fucked up that we should actually round it down and only say she was 98 years old.
She didn't live a full 99.
No, she didn't live a full 99.
No, you mean a full.
Exactly.
100.
So yeah, 98.
That's not how that works.
It is.
You're right.
This is the real world, sweetie. Grow up.
Yeah, this
Welcome
is
to
the
your
real world.
The real room.
The real roommates of New Jersey.
The real Rob.
Real,
Real
Rob.
Rob.
I'm gonna pirate real Rob off
Real trap shit.
7X real quick.
Trapaholics.
Why would you
Mixtape.
boys?
We make it look easy.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Rob Dyrdek. Rest in
Rob
peace.
Schneider.
Rob, rest in peace to Rob. That's gonna be crazy. when
Only
Rob
real
Dyrdek
ones remember
dies.
Wild Grinders.
Wild
He's a murderer. He killed MTV.
I love how Rob Dyrdek refuses to like things that are appropriate for his age. He's like
Yeah,
50
50.
and still he's 50 and still fawns over YouTube videos of people falling down.
Yeah.
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 So,
By the time he's 95, he's just gonna be getting into dad rock.
oh my god.
He's gonna be realizing maybe I shouldn't have tattooed the monster logo all on my back.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't have done a video where maybe I shouldn't have done a series where I react to YouTube videos with my
In
annoying
100
friend for like 10 years.
In 100 videos, just the back skin of him is gonna be like preserved and hung up in a museum.
Yeah,
They should do
just
that
like
for
those old
Steve-O.
They got those old like Yakuza
Yeah.
tattoos.
I
in the
would
fucking
pay.
museum.
They should do an auction on Steve-O's cadaver when he dies.
Yeah.
Speaking of cadavers, Gilbert Godfrey death. What the hell?
That was like a
Was
year
Guy-
ago.
Was
That was not a
Godfrey
year
ever
ago. That
died?
was like a few months ago.
Rest in peace to Digit from Cyberchase.
Rest in peace to Guy Fieri.
Oh wait, no shit. That was a year ago. Wait, what month are we on?
Boom.
We're in March. No,
Oh.
we're in October 2022.
Yeah, you know what? That was like.
So I guess it was like yesterday. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember.
All right, guys, we're gonna get down to brass tacks. This is the unpopular podcast. We don't say things. We don't say things that conform with your thoughts. We say things that are real as fuck. That no matter how much you hate them,
Real
they're
trap
real as
shit.
shit. So I'm gonna start off and say, people, even when both ironically and unironically, need to stop pretending that they like All Star by Smash Mouth.
I agree with you. That song
It
sucks.
is
Yeah,
not a good song.
Smash
People are
Mouth
like,
just sucks.
they're like, legitimately though, it's like a really good song. Like, no,
It's
it's not.
not. There's
it's
better
not.
Smash Mouth songs, and they're not even that good.
Yeah, there's better
God,
Smash
yeah,
Mouth
Smash
songs
Mouth
that
stinks
Smash
so
Mouth
much.
didn't even write themselves.
There's some Smash Mouth songs that are alright, but no, All
I
Stars.
bet- A better
No,
Smash
it's
Mouth
like if
song
you
is,
didn't hear those songs growing up, you wouldn't like them.
Yeah.
the best Smash Mouth song is the one from the Tim Allen movie Zoom. Fucking, I'm just your average, ordinary, everyday superhero.
Or
Trying
their
to
cover
save
of
the
Getting
world.
Better from Cat in the Hat.
Yeah, that's my introduction to the Beatles. Was the Smash Mouth cover of Getting Better.
That's so
There's
good.
there's that YMS video where he watches Cat in the Hat and he hears that and he's like, "Is this a Smash Mouth original song?"
Oh yeah, and he was just talking about all throughout the movie how much he wants to fuck the cat.
Yeah, isn't YMS like a weird like cub furry?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think he's. I don't think so. I don't think it's like a sexual.
No, like he wrote those essays about how horses and dogs can consent, so I think he's all about that shit.
I think I thought I don't really know anything about it, but I thought his angle was like it was a stupid vegan angle about how like eating meat is just as bad as having sex with animals.
Yeah.
He's a vegan, which is like that's a stupid thing to say, but I think that just means that he's a vegetarian that thinks both are bad. Even though that's a
Shut
stupid take. Yeah.
Like I don't know from what I read.
Like I can't
Completely
imagine
different
not
story.
eating animals. Like they're delicious.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
They are, like, they're really like
Yeah.
come on. And people are always like, what if you were in China where they eat dogs? Like, dude, if eating dogs was culturally acceptable in the US, you think I wouldn't be eating a dog? You think I would not? Dude, I wouldn't give a fuck, man.
Oh yeah, and there's also the argument: would you do it in front of a live animal? Like fuck
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, I
don't
would.
give a
I would
shit.
feed a pig
Pigs are
bacon like in that one
stupid. I don't
South
give a
Park
shit.
skit.
They don't know what they're looking at.
Yeah, like
Yeah, seriously.
chickens would eat chicken nuggets.
I would legitimately cut the leg off a pig and feed it to the pig.
Yeah.
And then eat
If
the
somebody offered me fried penguin, I'd try it.
Yeah. If someone offered me like cat kebab, I'd be like, I don't see why not.
Hear that,
Yeah,
snowflakes?
Just when in Rome.
Yeah,
Shut the fuck up.
This is the unpopular cast.
This is the unpopular cast.
I think
Yeah,
the most out there meat that I've eaten and liked is maybe deer. Deer
Penis?
is pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah, penis.
Penis?
Sorry guys, that's a cool roast.
Rewind. Penis. Boom.
Boom.
I'm coming in live now saying that hundreds have died from that explosive bomb.
The homophobic podcast.
Critics are calling it the funniest joke ever made on a podcast.
Critics are calling it the best podcast ever made.
Uh,
We go now live with eyewitnesses. It's just so fucking. It's true. And it's
He
real,
said,
and it's funny.
Penis.
now, what would Roger Ebert's review of this podcast be?
It would
And
be
when Avery Larshenkel said on that Discord call that the strangest meat Izzy said was penis, I went, wow. This movie is so out there, so subversive. I can't understand why someone wouldn't be so interested in this.
And then Gene Sizzle goes, shut the fuck up. You're so fucking fat.
You're such a fat little asshole, dude. I'm gonna take your time. I'm gonna take
Avery.
your time.
It makes me laugh that he died looking like a fucking Pez dispenser.
They both did.
You should make the thumbnail of this podcast that one image where it looks like he's just giving you a staring contest.
You should not do that.
Is it the image I showed you when we were at dinner?
It was I think
I pulled it up on my phone out of nowhere.
It's the image where it's like his face and he's like squinting his eyes and it's like a black background.
Yeah.
Hold on. It's the funniest picture I've ever seen in my time. He looks like he's trying to be so compelling and he doesn't have a job.
Yes, this dude.
Now, Avery,
What's up?
if you were offered $1 million, if you were offered $1 million, but you have to spend a whole year being best friends with Gene Siskel, would you do it?
Yeah, fine. Like he has like some bad takes, but I feel like he'd be interesting to talk to movies about. Because I know how to articulate my thoughts. I could fucking break his mind down. 'Cause he's just a fucking stupid, you know.
You know, fair.
You're just fat asshole.
It's fat ass with a big ass tummy. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna tickle you. I'm gonna tickle you. I'm gonna tickle you. Gene, stop it. We talked about this. That's right, Roger.
Hear that, Roger?
I wish both of them were alive to see Fred the movie and review it on their show.
They'd probably love it.
You know what I just thought about?
What's that?
On the topic of film critics, I have a friend of mine who was like, yo, do you watch, what the fuck are those guys? I'm stupid. Wait, I'm blanking on the name.
Red Letter Media.
Red Letter Media?
Yeah, Red Letter Media. They were like,
Yeah.
dude, do you watch Red Letter Media? And I was like, yeah. Just sort of like trying to be nice. And they're like, oh yeah, I love Red Letter Media. And they started quoting shit to me, and I just had to pretend like I knew it. I've never seen Red Letter Media.
See,
It's
that
the
sucks, because
worst
those
shit
guys...
ever.
No, those guys are smart, but they just... Their shit gets, like, taken as fact, like the Star Wars
No.
stuff.
Yeah, there's
No,
people
you
who
know,
like
I
take
love
the
the
word as
blanket.
gospel.
I
Yeah,
love
they
the
have such a
Plinkett.
fucking like a fan base that just takes their shit.
Yeah.
As
No,
like-
yeah, like I love the Plinkett reviews, but like everything else, like I just bored me.
They make
I
good
don't
points though.
Yeah.
No, yeah, no.
I like
but-
their one. I'm not gonna go into Red Letter Media, but they did a review on Cocaine Bear where they talked about like how just a huge problem with modern sort of movies is just how they light everything so realistically. There's no like
Yeah.
cinematic lighting anymore.
I saw that earlier, yeah. That was a good point.
All right, guys, let's talk about school fights. What's the coolest school fight you ever saw in high school?
Hmm.
The craziest shit I ever saw. I never knew his name, but whenever like there would be school fights, and I'd run over to them, and there'd be a kid who would just like step right in front of the circle with a pencil to his mouth and be like, "We're coming in live from Leonard from the high school where the two motherfuckers are fighting each other." I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
I do believe.
I think
Well, same...
I remember.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw a kid jump out of a bus while it was driving once.
Whoa.
At the window or the
Yeah.
fire exit?
Oh wait, no, it wasn't while they were driving.
Oh.
Forgot what it was. But I guess the bus was stopped for like fucking 30 minutes, so like 5 or so kids just decided to fuck it and like kicked one of the windows open and just jumped out and left.
Awesome.
Wow.
That wasn't really a fight,
never-
but that was like the craziest thing that is currently in my mind right now. That's just what's coming up. my head.
There's never anything funny that happened at my schools. Like, I think, like, the worst thing that happened, like, in middle school was, like, these two guys, like, raped an autistic girl.
Whoa.
And, like, and I say this because they filmed it, and, like, they showed it to their friends, and their friends were disgusted. And, like, I remember, like, they were just, like, saying, like, yeah, they fucking snitched on me and shit. It's like, I don't know, I think they did the right thing.
They snitched on
But-
you.
Oh, that's
But
something I can talk
it was
about.
the funniest shit because it's just like, what did you think was gonna happen?
Yeah, like what?
Like, and that's just a life of crime ahead of you if you don't know at like 12, 13, 14 that it's not right to rape a retarded girl.
The human mind is incredible because like they did that and then they got caught and then they got repercussions and their takeaway from it was like, man, these fucking rats be snitching on me.
Man, no real motherfuckers out there anymore. No,
Yeah.
they're fucking.
Andy, you
lost
reminded-
causes
Oh wait,
at
no,
that
freeze,
point.
you go.
I went to the same high school as Avery, but there was, I think in my junior year, there was honestly like a gang war for like a week straight.
Really?
Dude, there was a
What?
race war going on.
Yeah, race war. Like, yeah, I didn't want to say race war, but that's pretty much what it was. It was like the Puerto
Hispanics
Rican
versus
kids
black
were
people.
like they kept jumping the black kids and all that shit. And it got to the point where like a week of this was happening, and there was like a video that they showed to every class where it's like the principal being like, y'all need to act like adults. We need to treat this like adults. It's like you're acting like
I'm
someone just died.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the principal was so fed up that he was just like, anyone who gets in a fight, period, will be expelled.
Yeah, it felt like I was watching Bush after 9/11 or something.
Mm. Oh my god.
There's a serious problem at this school. We need to address it.
There's a
It's like
really
that.
funny problem at this school. We need to.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman. However, I did buy things from ifreestuff.com.
Students of
I
school,
used to
what
get
you're
that
doing
shit
is
all the
very
time. The
funny.
ifreeclub.com Bill Clinton message.
Yeah.
Shit was just so funny and also so sad at the same time. It's like, you just want a ROM of Super Mario 64, but all you get is, my fellow Americans, I did not have sex with that
fellow
woman. I
Americans.
did get free
I
shit.
did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I fucked her. I admit it.
He was so real for that, though.
What?
We're having a sexual affair with the president of the United States.
Okay, yeah.
That's so tight. That's so fucking awesome.
It's kind of awesome how we advertise ifreeclub.com. It's kind of awesome.
What
if
is
you think
iFree
about
Club?
it.
Is that like the Pirate Bay?
No, it was just like this scam, like, sweepstakes website. But, like, you would just get ads for that shit all over LimeWire.
I was gonna say Andy's story from school reminded me. I know I've told you guys, but I don't know if I've ever told it on a podcast before. But when I was in one of my last years of middle school, I think last year middle school or like I think it was that. I had a chemistry class, or I think just a science class. And first day, I'm sitting there drawing, and there's this kid in front of me, and he turns around and he's like, "Hey, is that your art?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm drawing it." Stupid. No, I didn't say that, but he was like, "Oh, that's really nice. I like your stuff." And he turned back and did whatever, and I was like, "Oh, that guy was nice." He's gone for the next 2 weeks, and then after those 2 weeks, the teacher came in and like, "Yeah, he's like expelled. He tried to rape like a 6-year-old girl."
What?
Oh my god.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's fucked up. I knew a kid who ran away to join the circus once.
Oh,
That's awesome.
That's
I love
actually
that.
really cool.
Is that
I wonder
real, or
how
is
he
that,
is now.
is that your story that you did?
What do you mean, Izzy?
Oh shit.
You already did this bit on the podcast before.
What do you mean, Izzy?
Whore.
What are you talking about?
Whore.
What do you mean? I don't tell stories. I tell
This is
facts.
like episode 1.
Yeah, that's like the first episode.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't tell stories. I tell real events.
I don't tell tall tales.
What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. Can we let's do a ranking of kids at your school who killed themselves.
Of kids.
See, I legitimately don't know anyone like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think.
I know kids at my school killed themselves, but I never knew their names. All I knew was after it happened, teenage girls would make it about themselves and start crying and start being like,
I remember that too. It was always just like, see, I have depression and I know exactly how they feel. Like, no, I don't think you do.
It was
because
like
one's
clockwork
6
every
feet
time.
underground and the other
like,
one is on the ground fucking
Every time
caked up in
someone
makeup.
died or someone was like in a really bad accident, it would always be just like the teenage girls crying and being like, I was friends with, and they would like put like pictures of them, and it's just like you had no idea who this person was.
Yeah.
No, if anything, it'd be like a kid they bullied.
Yeah,
Like,
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they had one interaction, it was that.
It was
You think
probably
anyone's
just
ever
one-
killed themselves because they couldn't smash? I
Probably.
think they put
Yeah,
that in
with
their
a
mouth.
micro penis, you probably should kill yourself.
That's true. Yeah, as we said before, this is the real ass fucking. This
Yeah.
is some real ass facts.
I mean, come on, you know.
Yeah, at that point, you might as well just kill yourself.
It's like a button in a fur coat.
Same with those people who have those little mosquito bite titties. I'd be like, you're 32? Come on.
32.
Yeah, those fucking ironing board tits. Get the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
you're like, come on. You should have grown them out by now.
But I was gonna
That's the
say,
realest podcast ever made.
but I was gonna say,
with your voice.
real trap shit.
Okay, talk.
But in high school, like early in high school as a freshman, a kid from another high school died in a car crash, and they showed a video of him all throughout the school district. But the video they showed, it was made by the kid's parents, and it was like this Windows Movie Maker like slideshow of low-res pictures they took from his Facebook while it was playing "Where Did I Go Wrong?"
Oh my god.
I bring this up because in the auditorium I thought it was so fucking funny, but I didn't want to laugh, so like I covered my face and started biting my palms. And the dude behind me was just like, "It's okay, man, it's okay." That made me want to laugh even harder.
You should have just like laughed and pretended you were crying because it sounds the same. Yeah, that's a great story, but what's making it better to me is I'm just imagining the dude from Police Academy who does the sound effects as you're telling that story. You know, just doing and then you talk about Windows Movie Maker, he's making like computer mouse clicking sound effects. Where did I go wrong?
Fucking sappy ass song.
Yeah.
It's just that song, and then you could tell they got the song from like a free MP3 site as well because it sounded.
I feel so bad for all like the girls who killed themselves in 2009 because they had to just like have their eulogies be set to the fucking "You're beautiful."
Oh my god.
James, when I was young, like one of my friends my first friend that lost his virginity, he was bragging about it and shit, and then he brought up, "Yeah, I put on James Blunt, You're Beautiful," while we did it, and we all fucking made fun of him. Like, yeah, we don't care that we're all virgins. You were a fucking dweeb.
Going back to that like memorial, like imagine instead of like that song, it was like down.
Oh, the default music.
Yeah.
Or it was that soundscape song, you can do anything you want to. Like, that would fucking kill me. God damn. But about girls that killed themselves, Amanda Todd's story was just bizarre because, most people just think about just like, hanging themselves or like laying their neck on the train tracks. She just drank fucking bleach.
Yeah.
Like, that's she was a trailblazer in that sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, no, man. Like, they were bullying her and shit, but
that's the girl on YouTube with the notes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Those
Amanda
notes that
Todd.
say I'm fat and I'm gay and I'm stupid. It's like, come on.
Andy, she killed herself, dude. You can't say that.
No, you won't hear my shit. Come on.
The first individual podcast episode awarded with a Pulitzer Prize.
And the Oscar goes to.
Mike Tyson.
Dead on Arrival, episode 19.
Oh, we're
And the award for best podcast goes to Dead on Arrival,
no,
episode
a
6, the
podcast.
Dolan Museum.
the Dolan.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the Rachel Dolezal hour.
Who?
That one bitch she chairman of the NAACP, but she was just some white chick that was really.
Oh
tan.
yeah, right, yeah.
And someone there was that video of someone interviewing, be like, "Are you black or are you white?" And they're like, "I don't understand the question."
Pretty
Then
easy question.
Then she has an OnlyFans where she has like the biggest bolt-on tits ever.
Bolt on.
Bolt on.
Bolt on. You take her
It's
shirt
a-
off, she's got like Frankenstein bolts instead of nipples.
She have a Pulitzer Prize.
And the Oscar goes to
That's-
Rachel Dolezal's
That's Dracula.
OnlyFans.
What's Frankenstein's theme song, Joseph?
It always feels like somebody.
Who's the-
watching me. That one.
Who's the grossest woman you've ever masturbated to?
Ew.
Trisha Paytas.
Really? He's masturbated at Trisha?
True.
Is it real?
Yes.
Wow, congratulations.
Well, guys, that answer was so good. We don't even have to answer the question.
Right?
Congratulations.
No.
It was fucking Jamie Lee Curtis in Christmas with the Crank.
Bro.
Oh my god.
The scene where they're going swing through shop.
Jamie Lee
yeah.
Curtis has never been. She's always been looking busted. She actually looks better than how she did in the 70s.
It's like you had that shit at the time or nothing.
Yeah, you had those disgusting fucking titties, puffy nipples, like they
Oh.
protruded like a fucking teepee.
EP. My God.
Hear that, women?
Hear that one?
Yeah. So yeah, women didn't become hot until like 1989 or something like that.
Woman singular.
The species of woman.
Can we turn this into like a crypto bro podcast where we talk about investments?
Like, yeah, when my wife was fucking another man, I just got like 12 new Bored Apes.
This podcast sponsor, Robinhood.
Yeah.
Here's why I don't hire someone who hasn't cheated on their spouse.
Thank you, Ben.
Ben Shapiro.
Let's say hypothetically, stuck my dick in a blender.
I was talking
Hypothetically,
about.
I suck my dog's dick for $1 billion.
I was
That's
talking
$1
about.
billion.
I eat dog shit for $5 billion.
let's say hypothetically, a man in a black cloak came up to me with a briefcase of $1 million and said I had to eat my dog's poop and then suck his penis for $1 billion. Now,
I mean, it's $1 million.
I think it would be
I mean-
stupid for me not to suck it because this is $1 billion. $1 billion is more than most people ever cremate in their lifetime combined. Okay, for $1 billion, I just have to eat my dog's poop and suck the penis. There is no health negative side effects to eating my dog's poop and then sucking its penis. Okay, no, it's gonna be a 10-minute session. Okay,
10 minutes.
10.
How many have 10 minutes?
Yeah, $1 billion for 10 minutes. Okay, so let's do the math there. Okay, we have $1 billion. Okay, and then we're gonna divide that by 10. Okay, so each minute, that is $100 million. Each minute of me eating my dog's poop and then sucking his dick. And then
Get
Jordan Peterson be like, yeah,
I was talking to Miles the other day, and I was telling him that, you know, when Wayne goes on like rants, and he's like, I mean, he sounds like Ben Shapiro kind of.
yeah.
He does.
And then he sounds like Jordan Peterson whenever he talks like Mickey Mouse.
Why would suck
Can I
a
have
dog's
to-
penis and like
Can
a
I have his
shit?
penis
Hear that, Wayne?
for $1 billion?
Yeah.
If I,
Wayne, I hate you!
if I had to have sex with Wayne Ward for $1 billion, I would do it
Very
twice.
carefully.
I'd do it for free.
Greg Heffley.
Yo, fuck you old bitch!
You soy boy cuck.
Fuck you, you little bitch.
That's
I hope
the
you
video.
die.
Fred animated.
Fred Hammond.
Fred Enemy.
I was so scared. Izzy asked me for that video and I had to search it. It took me like 5 minutes. I was so scared.
I have it say it's like on my. I literally have it put on my desktop, so I'll never have to lose it.
Thank God. Because no one else would fucking re-upload that.
I'm gonna put it up on
Fred
archive.
animated? What do you mean? Like we're
I would love them to like use AI technology and transfer that video to 4K.
Fred animated is this video on YouTube from like probably like 2007. It's
Yeah.
this kid who I'm gonna say looks like Fregley with a blurry ass webcam, just ranting about someone. So he goes, "Where do I begin? Fuck you, you stupid bitch. I hope you die."
No, he says, "Fuck you, you little bitch." I hope
Yeah,
you
little
die."
bitch. and it's totally like a video that's been taken out of context because it's like 40 seconds. It's just him ranting to something about someone, and then it's called Fred Animated.
Yeah,
Why
there's
anime?
a part where he sticks his middle finger up and is like, you like that?
Yeah. I've always tried to understand what it is.
I know the context behind it.
I think I heard about it, yeah.
It's okay. So I guess it's like some kid who like played Xbox Live a lot, like killed himself, and a bunch of people online were like making fun of him, and he made that video in response to people making fun of this kid who killed himself.
I heard it was like he froze to death or something.
What?
I think he went outside and froze to death and he killed himself.
Yeah, like he ran away from home and froze in the fucking snow. Yeah.
Because I think his name was Brandon Crisp, because in the Fred Anime video he says that this is for Brandon, and he puts up his middle finger, and the channel name is Cold as Crisp.
Right, Cold as Crisp. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Barney ass fucking lie.
Banana cartoon muffin.
Star Wars muffin.
What do you think is the first YouTube video you ever saw?
I know exactly what the first YouTube video I ever saw was.
Something SpongeBob related.
It is SpongeBob related.
Wait,
It's,
maybe we have the same one.
It's the SpongeBob sick pants video from OniNG.
Oh wow.
Wow.
It is not that for me. I think I can find. I have it in my favorites playlist. I'll go find it. But one of the first videos I ever saw was this fucking, like, I don't even know how to describe it because it's not really animation, but it's like live action footage of this kid, and then there's just a SpongeBob PNG there, and he pokes his eye and he punches SpongeBob, and it's like, this is why SpongeBob should not be in real life. It's like from like 18 years ago. Wait, hold on, let me go find it.
My first is a music parody of Boom Boom Pow called Sham Wow Now. But the Sham Wow. That's what that is.
Now.
Still up.
One of my first ones was the Sky had a Pokemon YouTube poop of the SpongeBob.
Wow,
No,
so-
Sky
yeah.
had a
I thought you were gonna say Sky had a
Ouija.
Ouija.
Yeah, Sky had a
Yeah.
Ouija. Yeah, that was like one of my first ones.
Alright, here's the
My
video.
first video was it was Semi-Perfect Cell from Dragon Ball Z screaming at the little town, but instead of like him screaming, they replaced it with the Meow Mix theme. It's still up. I saw it like a few months ago, actually.
That's funny.
I have seen this video, Izzy. I recognize the thumbnail.
There's like a specific section of like SpongeBob videos, like pre-2010, that like everyone has seen if they were early adopters to YouTube. There's this, there's SpongeBob Jackass, there's Death of SpongeBob.
Wait,
There's
is
Spon-
SpongeBob Jackass the one with the baseball bat?
Yeah, I think yeah.
Have you seen the video where it's SpongeBob? It's like annoying orange SpongeBob and Odie is his gay lover.
Yes, I love that video.
And then it's a
Oh
little
yes,
tinier
I love
SpongeBob that
that
keeps calling
too.
him gay
It's
afterwards.
called like Bob on like
Bob Comes Clean.
yeah.
That video needs to be put in like the Smithsonian. It's so perfect.
Yeah.
There's this part of it that kills me every fucking time where the screen just like cuts to black and there's just white text that says "fuck yeah, I inhaled."
I was about to mention that because it was just giving out like statistics and shit, and then right at the end, fuck yeah, I inhaled.
Yeah, Bob comes clean. This is
You also
awesome.
got to mention Crank That Soldier Boy SpongeBob,
True.
Oh hell yeah!
where he uses
Sure.
like the same 5 clips over
An
and over.
OG
I
classic.
saw that in like the Mario World one when I was younger.
Yeah.
Both are iconic. Do you know he did a sequel to Bob Comes Clean, where he talks
like
about Donald
years
Trump?
later. Yeah,
Really?
you showed me that.
Yeah.
Wow, great. That's what that guy's most known for.
I saw he has like a photography website. Like he has like a local photography business.
Oh wow.
Like, I wonder if any clients like have seen that video and not know that that's the dude behind it.
I like when we were on call going through. We saw that video of this scary ass CGI Pac-Man with like the
Oh,
teeth and
the
shit.
Oh, yeah,
power-
the power poo.
The power.
And we go to the
That-
channel and he still does cartoons. They look the same.
I saw that video like a long ass time ago, and I remember I didn't know that was supposed to be like a head shop he went into,
Yeah.
like as a kid, because I was just young. I was stupid, but like, you know, as if something changed. But it's like I remember that video so well, and then when I rewatched it, I was like, oh damn, yo, Pac-Man got fucking high, dude.
True.
Fuck yeah, I inhaled.
What are some other iconic videos like that? Just shit like that isn't really like some Joe on the street would know it, but like iconic early YouTube videos.
Oh,
She had,
the
like
Sonic. The Sonic, do you like waffles? Yeah, I like waffles.
Yeah.
But it's like Sonic X.
The MS Paint SpongeBob Saw videos
Oh yeah, those. I remember those.
by Panchito Matrix.
Yeah.
The first wave of AVGN videos.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's weird what he turned out to be, but like Super Mario Logan's old stuff,
Yeah.
like the American
Oh, yeah.
Idol videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Super
Shrimpo
Mario
Hunter.
Bros was cool.
Yeah.
Shrimpo Hunter was iconic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was there. I remember his like super old videos where it was like Mama Luigi and Mario, but like it was like
Yeah.
Oh, Sonic Toast too. Sonic
Ooh,
Toast
Sonic.
was
Oh,
really
yeah,
good.
Sonic.
Oh hell yeah!
Sonic stop motion adventure.
I always knew it was his videos because he had those weird ass Sonic figures. Like
Yeah,
no one
he had-
else
Oh,
had them.
the
He had the-
Restorative Sonic Adventure figure.
Yeah, the SA1 Restore shit. And he always
Yeah.
used the same like GIF mouth whenever a character was talking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's still active. He's still going.
Really?
yeah.
I'm so
He doesn't
glad.
make like stop motion shit. He does like unboxings and shit.
He does like unboxings and collection videos, but he still collects Sonic figures.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
A funny little man.
Yeah, funny.
Isn't there a whole lot of drama with Super Mario Logan? Didn't he like? I forgot what it was,
His
but there was like,
videos were kind of like questionable for kids for a while.
Yeah, also like
and then he got a
Nintendo-
cease and desist from
yeah,
Nintendo.
Yeah, so now he had
Yeah.
changed every puppet to like not Mario.
Yeah.
Did you
I-
see
I'm
the fucking
still
store
hated-
he had?
The what?
You said
The
porn?
store he had? No,
No,
not
it's-
porn. He had a store in like a mall, like a brick and mortar store where you could buy Jeffy plushies.
Seriously?
Oh, really?
Yes, that's real.
He
You
didn't
can
even
look
make
that up.
it.
Right? Like what?
Yeah, isn't Jeffy a ripoff of Crank Yankers? Like
I think he
special
bought the
ed, right?
rights to the puppet.
Oh my
Because-
god.
He sells
That
like
sucks.
replica Jeffys for like $70 each.
Whoa.
That's stupid. I don't like that guy.
yeah.
He is kind of an asshole.
Have you?
I remember
have
there
you
was,
seen
like-
what he looks like? He looks like a fucking ape. He looks like he just unthawed him yesterday. He looks fucked up.
It's true, yeah. He looks
Andy
like
Sim-
ET.
Fucking. I forgot what the drama was, but he like actively sabotaged his other YouTubers. He was friends with some like Sonic plush YouTuber. He just went to his house and like ripped up every plush he had just because he didn't like him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Which
Gotta
sounds
respect
kind
the
of
hustle.
which it sounds kind of childish, but it's kind of like, well, I don't know. If that's the one thing he's doing that's making money, it would hurt him a lot more. But it's kind of funny out of context.
Plushy
Yeah.
drama.
Yeah, it's like the fucking mob. Just gang wars and shit.
Plush video game wars.
Like you Super Mario Logan or Super Sonic Luigi, bitch.
Do you guys know any YouTubers that you watched when you were younger, but have just like never changed their shtick at all? They're still doing what they've been doing.
Chugga
Rebel
Conroy.
Taxi. Yeah, that too.
Who's that? Is that the Ed and Eddie guy?
Chugga Conroy.
You
No,
don't
that's
know
like
him?
the.
No, he's the
I thought you said Kevin Conroy, not Chugga Conroy.
Oh.
That's the dude that voices Batman.
Oh wait, yeah, right, I'm fucking
Oh, yeah,
stupid.
Are you thinking of the teenage Ed and Eddie guy?
Yeah, I'm thinking of
What's his
fucking the
name?
bro show.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember that.
It's something Kevin. Or
I just
Kevin
remember
something.
he did like a fake yell for one line and
Yeah, what do you want, man?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, I subscribed to Rebel Taxi like over 10 years ago, so it's cool to see he's still doing videos.
Yeah, I've been
Pie Guy
watching.
rules as well.
I've been watching Rebel Taxi since like 2011 when he did that Adventure Time like comic video.
Yeah.
Wasn't there drama with Rebel Taxi recently about the podcast? Like everyone left and he has brand new members, and it's like Daft Pina and Jake
Yeah.
Neutron.
Yeah. And he had to quit that immediately because now people hate both of those guys.
Wait,
Yeah.
well, I know Death Pina, but what happened to the other guy?
I don't think he did anything wrong. He just does Friday Night Fucking Months.
Did you know Rumix
Yeah.
was in a Daft Pina video?
Really?
I
Yeah.
believe this.
Daft Pina did a video about James Bear, and then like as an example,
Oh yeah,
yeah, as an
I'm
example.
in it too.
Really? That's so
Yeah.
cool. And it, as an example of like collaborations, he used like footage from Monster Mini Mayhem.
Yeah. Well, I'm in it because I used to be a fucking idiot. So I'm in Awesome Aaron's thing. So
like
he
that
he
James
basically
made?
just read it in a video. So
Didn't he
yeah.
interview you, or he interviewed
No.
someone, right?
Someone interviewed me about James Bear, but they never made a video. I don't think.
Hmm.
Like they asked me a lot of weird questions and then just didn't do a video. I think probably because Daft Pina beat him to it or something.
Probably.
But yeah, I am in
They can't
that.
get caught
I think
for
he
that
says
one.
my name too.
Cool.
Which is stupid because I was in that for kind of a not relevant reason.
Why?
So
What
it's like-
happened? What were you? What did it say about you, or what?
I was talking to Aaron about how James would like be jealous of Darius Miller
Uh
for like talking to his girlfriend or something, or just like being nice, stuff like that, or how he was gonna make in his stupid cartoon with his girlfriend, he was gonna make Darius like the villain
Really?
just because of that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I told him about that, and now I'm in shit like that.
Awesome.
Years later,
You're in the
It's
lore.
like, you don't need to talk about this anymore. It's not relevant.
Yeah.
I just like how he's like Chris Chan, where he like writes his like own problems into his comics.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
just making people that wronged him villains.
Yeah.
Like I get creators take from their own lives, but come on.
The more and more I think about it, it's crazy that we were kind of there at like ground zero for 320.
Yeah, we were.
Well-
James Bear's funnier to me because he told me he fucked his sister like 2 weeks into knowing him.
right? He was just like bragging about it.
Well,
at
He
What's
one
told it to
point.
everybody.
Yeah.
About it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just smashed my fucking
Like,
girlfriend.
pretty much,
last night.
like-
Like he would say it to everybody. It's
Right?
like,
Like-
no wonder everyone knows, you idiot.
Yeah, like
You don't
Yeah.
go around telling people like stuff like that.
I just like to imagine it's just like, yeah, I destroyed this chick last night.
Yeah, you draw your
Oh man, yeah, she's my sister.
bro.
Yeah.
But you draw your sister like 8 feet tall with gigantic boobs. I wonder. It's a real mystery.
I remember I never knew that was supposed to be his sister. Like I thought that was like his fake girlfriend that he drew, but then I found out.
Fake girlfriend.
Like I thought that was like his imaginary girlfriend. Like,
Wait, is the person he's drawing his sister or his girlfriend?
It's his girlfriend.
Oh, I was about to say, how would you feel if you were in a relationship with someone who is an artist, and whenever they draw you on Twitter, they draw you as like this 8-foot babe with gigantic fucking boobs and like super detailed? Wouldn't that make you
Yeah.
feel a little bit uncomfortable?
I used to have that opinion, and then I thought like, if I was drawn like how I am now, with like a huge fucking packing dick and like big muscles, I'd be so fucking flattered. I'd be like, oh yeah.
Fair enough.
As long as she's okay with it. Well, he was doing it. He was doing it before she was of age, which was my issue for a
Oh.
while.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
Mm.
silly man.
And then when she turned 18, it like he like upped the ante, and it became even more. Yeah, but whatever. He sucked. I don't understand how anyone watches this shit. It's freaking garbage.
I don't even
still
know what he
make
does.
shit?
It
My
gets like
first-
100,000 views and stuff.
Yeah,
porn addicts have to stick together because they
Yeah.
got nobody else.
yeah. Everyone else is like, get the fuck away from me.
No, exactly. Like that -8 guy. Like I don't know if this story is true. I just read it on Twitter, so take it with a grain of salt. But I heard he like smashed his 3DS when Anka moved out of his town.
Oh my goodness.
But the
-8
reason I bring that up is because I wouldn't put it past him. I think he did.
Man, I won't name anybody, but it sucks when years ago you were friends with an artist who you thought was like really cool. He had great potential, and then years later, all he draws is South Park characters with huge asses.
South Park characters with huge asses.
Oh wait,
Yeah, like Wendy Testaburger with diapers, bullshit.
What?
what?
Yeah.
Oh, ugh. I went to Google Images and I'm very upset now.
Yeah.
Just
Good luck.
Simpsons shit. Like to me, that's like the most depraved thing when it's like a Western adult show. Like just
I know.
like Simpsons, Family Guy, like just anything like that. Rule 34. Like that's like the most depraved shit in my opinion.
Do you think Rule 34 Border Town exists?
Oh, I know,
Probably.
definitely it does.
Totally.
I've
It's
seen
probably,
it every
it's
day.
probably like jokes too, like people doing it ironically.
Yeah.
But
I remember a couple years ago, I when I was like young and stupid, I went into E61 and I was like, you know, it'd be funny if I looked up Pelswick and there were 2 images. Both images are just about how Pelswick can't masturbate and his dick
That's
doesn't
my
work.
favorite picture ever. I don't know what you're talking about.
Those are the only images that Pelswick works.
Work, damn it.
It's awesome.
I like that a lot because first of all, it looks just like the show. And they had like some text at the bottom, like 3 in 4 paraplegics suffer from erectile dysfunction. Like, I need to see that shit again.
Classic.
But I love it when people just do stupid shit like that. But when people do just genuine, just like, isn't this hot? Like, ugh, get away from me.
Yeah.
I don't want to. Because you just imagine what these people are in real life. Just smelly, nasty.
You could run into these people, like, on this fucking sidewalk and you would never know.
No, that's the thing.
That's
Usually,
why I like it.
yeah, usually with that. But a lot of time, these like porn addicts never leave their houses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they just play video games and draw shit all day.
Yeah. I've said it countless times. I need stuff like that just to remind me that I'm normal.
Right.
True.
Or
Like
you
I'll have like a bad interaction with someone at, like the grocery, and I'll be like, you know, you never know. He could be one of those people. Because some of them, you know, they probably are freaks, but
They could go home and make Charlie Brown builds, like, the
Yeah.
whatever fucking logo. That's
yeah, that, or when we were going on the poop side of Twitter, and you see these people like fisting the fucking doorknob covered in poop. It's like you never know. Like they could be just normal with a regular ass job, and then when they go home, they do this,
God.
and they don't talk about it or anything.
It's like those old memes. The like in the real world, I'm a loser, but in the gamer world, you're the loser.
Yeah.
See, in the real world, I'm not covered in doo doo, but in the doo doo world, I am covered in doo doo.
Now I'm just thinking about the infamous picture of the Sonic picture with someone's cock in frame, and they're both just absolutely smothered in shit.
I've seen that shit. That shit made me gag the first time I saw it.
I just don't get what little neurons fire off for you to do that.
I always just want to know what those people's lives were like. I just wonder what their upbringing was. Like, do they have like mommy or daddy issues? Like, I just really want to know.
Like what
I
started it?
know a lot of people get that shit from cartoons, like fetishes,
Yeah.
because there's always the episode where the character gets fat or their feet are on screen or some shit like that.
Yeah. Or like what we found a few days ago, they have a huge ass and they get squished.
Oh, yeah.
That
big
was
one.
just funny
Bubble
as
bash.
shit.
Bubble bash.
Yeah.
Hey, bubble bath.
Or people always say like Disney kicked off furries and stuff. It's
Yeah.
like Robin Hood.
And then like more so with like Zap comics and shit.
Yeah.
I feel like
too because of Cinderella.
Yeah. I feel like the 90s shit, like stuff like Lola Bunny and like Sally Acorn and that kind of shit is like what really kicked off furries.
Oh yeah, just like what we know of them now, yeah.
Mhm.
Because like back then it was just like 50 people interacting through like letters in the mail.
Lola Bunny really is fucked up because like that character you're supposed to think she's sexy.
No, yeah, and that's why like she's not. It's because
Yeah.
you know I just look at that shit like.
Well, I'm
Like,
sure that's
the
how
point
people.
of the fucking character.
I'm sure that's how people like get foot fetishes and stuff because like, oh, it's silly. She's like a rabbit cartoon, huh? Get it? But she's also got boobs, and then there's like that
Yeah.
association. Well, if she has boobs and she's hot, then her feet must be hot too, kind of thing.
True.
Yeah.
You ever see like 70s and 80s like early fur cons? Furry history is like interesting
Yeah,
sometimes.
I watched a whole video about that shit.
I don't know too much about it.
Well, what's
It's-
it about it?
I haven't
It was-
seen a whole lot of it, but it's just very interesting because it's like pre-internet furry stuff. It's just I don't know
And,
how
like-
to describe it besides it just being very odd.
Yeah, and they're just chilling out at like the small convention room at the Days Inn. Just like it's just small as hell.
I just don't know how you would even go about meeting people like that,
Right.
that long ago.
It's it's weird. Like even anime like cons like before the internet,
Oh,
because
yeah.
like you know there's just during a time when like like probably like 10 people in the United States even knew about Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
And like it was like them like smuggling tapes from Japan to the United States is what brought it here.
Smuggling.
And like
And they have to like read the dialogue.
yeah,
Not
like
even like subtitles, like legit scripts and stuff.
Yeah.
and fan translations were funny as hell because they just
Yeah.
made them swear more. And the like my favorite things is when there's like inside jokes from like the comic book stores they sold them at. Like, hey, fuck you, Rob from Rob's Comics. I can sell these videos anywhere I want.
I do
It's
love
just-
shit like that.
I just want to meet them.
Just thinking of conventions like that is so different now.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, like a local Comic Con equivalent is fucking packed to the brim.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Comic conventions are super all the rage now.
different time.
I want to look into it more because, like I was saying, how do you meet other furries? Like in the 80s or 90s? Because it's
Yeah,
like, internet was very limited. You would have to, like, heard about this from a friend.
yeah,
Yeah,
kind
and
of
I
thing.
think it was because like they made their own zines and shit, and they would
Yeah,
spread
I
around.
remember there was, like, a big zine scene with furries, too.
Yeah, and I think that's how they got to know each other and their art. And
I know
shit.
Mike Kazala, he's like a 40-year-old, 50-year-old dude. He did all the art for the Marvel Ren and Stimpy comics in the 90s, and then he eventually did, I think he did stuff on the Annoying Orange show on Cartoon Network years later.
Wow, what
But
an
he
upgrade.
is-
What
he-
an upgrade.
I know. He has a huge Fur Affinity account. He, like, draws, like, wolf dudes with their cocks out in the middle of, like, streets and shit. But then he
Wow.
also... but on his Fur Affinity account, he has shit like that, and then he also just has the comic covers he's done for Ren and Stimpy. And it's very weird.
I love the brain surgeon that drew that one picture of like Sandy Cheeks like fucking penal voring a car.
Oh, Sandy Cockmore. That shit's
It's
fucking
funny
scary.
it's funny as hell because it's just like you think like this guy does brain surgery. I can't make fun of him. Like, this dude makes more money than I do.
he deserves this at this point.
Right.
It's like if he wants to draw this shit in his free time, so be it.
Yeah.
Some people are cool about it, but other people are like fucking freaks.
Yeah. Brains, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
No, yeah, there was like I watched a video about it, and it was like they had a short little interview with him, and he said like, "Yeah, I do surgery every now and then, and I don't get to draw often. When I do, I love it." And he also gets paid a lot through commissions, so like that's what made him draw more.
Hell yeah.
Because of course, like these weird furries that have like this weird amount of income from like God knows where.
Oh yeah, I'm sure fucking super niche things like that. There's always like one guy, the like suspiciously wealthy furry that like launders money.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like you know those fursuits cost a lot, I'm sure.
hmm
Yeah,
And
those
especially
are like
since like they're specially made. So
Yeah.
no, it's just like where they get. And I found out years later, a lot of them are in the military. I'm not even like. Because, like, my friend who's in the army, he says, like, yeah, at my base, there were, like, fucking 15 of them. So,
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
Wow.
I've always been interested to try a fursuit just to say that I did it, but I don't think I could ever wear one, like, full-time and, like, at conventions and shit. Just because it's, I don't know, it's like a Disney mascot costume. You'd have to imagine, like, you're sweating your ass off all day.
Yeah.
that's
I guess
what
they're
I
just really-
think.
I guess
think
they're
I'd
just
die
really
of a heat
committed.
stroke.
Yeah.
And don't they have, like, fans in it? Like, little fans?
I know some of them do. Some of them are really fucking intricate. Some of them have, like, LED screen faces that they can program and shit.
Oh, like the FNAF one, like for that, like Rockstar Freddy.
Yeah, a couple FNAF ones do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could build that shit in my sleep.
I believe.
Oh, I'm sure. You could also build the Sally Acorn suit that uses, like, human bones.
It made me so upset when I found out that wasn't a real skeleton.
Aw. Is it
Like,
not?
that was my 9/11. That made me very
Wait,
upset.
what? What are we talking? What's Sally Acorn with?
9/11.
skeletons?
There's this famous guy, I think it was, like, from either DeviantArt or 4chan, where he made a life-size, like, costume or, like, replica of Sally Acorn from... Sonic SatAM, but he used like a legit. I guess it's not a real skeleton, but he used a lifelike recreation of a human skeleton and put it inside of the costume to make it feel like it was like actually there and like a real person.
No, it was one of those like posable fake skeletons that they have in science classrooms.
Oh, okay.
I have to believe it.
God, like I wish, like I remember for years I thought it was just some like crazy grave digger that just took that shit home, but no, just it's a pack of lies.
Hey, what are we doing out of the bottle? This is dangerous. A little kid might come along and think we were candy. That would be awful because we're medicine. He might even eat us. No, 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 no. This is serious. Serious. We could make you delirious. Delirious. You should have a healthy fear of us. Fear of us. Too much of us is dangerous. No, no, no. Doctors tell the pharmacy. Types of pills that you will need. You will need. And he knows the harm that we can be. We can be. If we're not taken carefully. We're not candy. Believe us. Even though we look so fine and dandy. When you're sick, we come in handy. But we're not candy. No, no.
What's some cool shows, dude?
Some cool shows.
Roommate.
Columbo's cool. I like Columbo a lot.
Columbo.
I wanted to check out Columbo because people were talking about that a lot, but I don't know if it's just like a fad thing.
No, it's actually a good show.
What's Columbo?
It's about the
old
detective.
live-action
Like,
show.
it's a bumbling detective, and like he solves crimes by being annoying. Like he just goes up to like the murderer, just like while
Isn't
they're
that the
doing
Michael
shit.
Richards show?
It's not
No,
Michael Richards.
no, this is from the '60s. It's with Peter Falk, but no, it's fucking. Cool.
Oh, I know Columbo. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah. That's all I have
Yeah.
to say.
The only Columbo
No,
thing I've
it's
seen is
genuinely a really good show. Like, the first 4 seasons are amazing. Like, everything that came after it's all right, but the first 4 seasons is really what, like, just the gold.
I believe that. I've always wanted to check it out more. The only like Columbo thing I've seen is the edit someone made where he's interviewing someone about fucking Final Fantasy VII and their PlayStation 2.
Yeah, that's how I know Columbo. I've seen like TikTok and stuff about it.
What? Do they use like the AI text to speech to get it?
No, it's like an actual voice actor.
Yeah.
Pretend it's like Columbo and he's like talking to someone about. I guess he did something with the PlayStation 2. I don't know. It's just some stupid fucking meme video.
I want to know if they do a good Columbo impression or if it's just like a Twitter impressionist. Just
I don't have a good frame of reference. I'll find it when we're done recording.
just one more thing, Dirtman. No, it's fucking
Bugs Bunny.
like Twitter voice actors.
Bugs
Like,
Bunny.
you know, I was thinking about this the other day. You know, the dude behind Looney Tunes, like Mel Blanc. Like, if he was alive today and like just like a young like man today, would he be on Twitter just doing that shit?
Nah.
Like, it just makes me wonder.
I don't know.
Because it's like, you know, you think about people like Picasso, and it's like, if Picasso like put his shit out like on Twitter today, like he would just be made fun of. And I mean like his Cubism era. Like people would just make fun of that shit and think it's stupid.
True.
But like, it's like all those Twitter voice actors. It's like I'm very much against giving them work. I want them to starve to death. I hate them all.
I just don't get. There's people like Gamer Duck who like do voices, but they don't sound that different. They sound like white guy. I've noticed just with voice actors, not even just fucking Twitter voice actors, but voice actors in general. There's a lack of like character voices. Like you'll see new animated shows and that kind of thing, and a lot of it is very basic white guy or girl or not very interesting voices. You don't get like a Gilbert Godfrey or like a Tom Kenny where there's like. Or like Kevin McDonald, whoever, where they're like hired because they have specific quirks in their voice that are funny.
Yeah, that's always better.
That's how it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
That's how it is with anime these days, because there's like 2 voices for like professionally done anime dubs these days, like a boy voice and a girl voice, and it's always just a why would you do that? Like, kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like, because back then, I think about, like, the Ocean's dub of Dragon Ball Z and just how the Vegeta's voice specifically is just, like, one of the best portrayals of the character.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, nowadays, like, I think if it was done nowadays, it would just be, like a typical, like, gruff voice. Just terrible.
Yeah, I'm glad you said Kevin McDonald, because he's on Zim, and that's the whole show. Like, every character on Zim has voice actors where they're not doing a voice, that's just fucking how they sound, because they're crazy.
Yeah.
Like Richard Horvitz.
Even Ricky Simons, who wasn't even a voice actor.
Yeah.
Wasn't Jonan just like, your voice is awful. Please be my character.
He chose him for Gur because he was really bad. And Gur is like a malfunctioned fucking garbage robot, so he has to sound bad.
Yeah, it's
pretty
perfectly
genius.
fits. Yeah, it perfectly fits.
Yeah.
And he became, like, the most marketable character.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Everyone at Hot Topic buys t-shirts of him and doesn't know what the show is.
Yeah.
I beg to differ. I think the people that do buy that merch know what it's from. I think you're thinking about just any band shirt there. Like, bitches would just buy, like, a Nirvana shirt and not even know it's a band.
Yeah, go buy a Blink-182
I like
shirt.
the smiley face.
That's so annoying.
The
Like,
fucking...
Nirvana isn't even like an unknown band.
Oh, yeah, that's what
And they
confuses
still don't
me.
know.
Hey guys,
That's
have you
what
heard of this
confused me.
indie band called Nirvana? It's pretty underrated.
Yeah.
I remember now.
Have you heard of this indie underground band called the Beatles?
Yeah, exactly.
Beatles.
You ever heard of this
Beatles.
band called Gorillaz? They're like a music, but it's like cartoons.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
It's like these cartoons, but they sing and do music.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Like an internet animators be like,
cartoon
oh, my favorite band's Gorillaz. Oh yeah, do you listen to Blur? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, so I've said this before, but it's been a while since we've done a podcast. Gorillaz actually just released a new record, but I haven't listened to it.
It's pretty
I
good.
don't. Yeah, it
I
probably
need
is.
to listen to it.
Danny
Tracker
Brown
Island, right?
also just released a record today, and I also didn't listen.
Yeah,
to it.
haven't listened to it yet.
I've listened to a few songs, nothing else.
I've said this before. My issue with Gorillaz, mainly the people who love Gorillaz. Like, Gorillaz is one of those bands. They do everything. They have so many features. They have so many different genres going into their music.
Uh-huh.
But it bugs me when people say Gorillaz is their favorite band, because like if this band didn't have cartoon characters, would you really listen to this music?
Yeah.
Or
No,
it's like Gorillaz has songs like Clint Eastwood or some others that are pretty much rap songs, but they would these people really listen to these songs if they were by the artists that are on them instead of just a cartoon band? I don't think so.
No, yeah, a lot of them will be like the rap is crap kind of crowd.
Exactly, yeah. I don't know. From the Twitter artists I've known over the years, not many of them really experiment with music tastes at all. It's just like they listen to Gorillaz and that covers everything for them.
I like the funny man with the black eyes.
No, yeah, like I know, like people on Twitter are always just like it's okay to only listen to video game soundtracks. Don't make fun of me.
No,
Like,
it is not
I mean,
fucking okay.
It's not okay at all.
like, honestly, if I ask you what kind of music you like, and the first thing that comes out of your mouth is World 1, Land 1, and New Super Mario Bros., I'm gonna make fun of you.
Yeah, it's not even video game. It's like I would be angry about that for any genre.
I don't mind listening to video game music, but I just don't get when that's all you listen to.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's like there's video
Yeah.
game soundtracks a lot. I own the Klonoa 1 soundtrack on vinyl. I love it.
I
But,
only did
yeah,
rip it
I
on
see too.
vinyl.
like there's people where it's like that's all they listen to, and
Yeah.
they're just like, yeah, turn that shit off.
It's like the people that used to do classical music only, like it's shifted to fucking video game music. Because people who listen to classical music just think everything else is garbage. Like they don't want to hear music from the last 100 years.
What's
It's
worse?
just-
Weird.
Mozart.
That's crazy.
What's worse, the people who listen to only video game music, or the people who only listen to like cartoon APM background music?
Oh, those people.
Yeah, cartoon.
That is not even music.
I was about to say, I think if somebody, came up to me and said the only music I like is the Klonoa soundtrack, I could have a conversation with them.
True.
But somebody that says they only listen to fucking stupid ass like Ren Stimpy background music, I couldn't
my
talk
God.
to them.
No.
Not at all.
So true.
Yo, pass me the aux. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
That's not good. Like it's literally designed to be background.
Yeah,
You're not supposed to listen to that like an album.
It's a cartoon. It's for a cartoon.
You're not supposed to be going in your car putting on Ren Stimpy on the aux.
I'm just imagining like this really cool guy with a pompadour smoking a cigarette in his fucking Toyota Corolla while that shit's
Yeah.
playing on the stereo.
Like that shit works good for the cartoon, but
Yeah.
that's what its purpose is. It's called production music, fucker.
Yeah, they're listening. They like, yo, let me play some Heat, and they play the Courage. Dun, 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 dun.
Now that one's different.
Izzy, you know what? Izzy, you would be the type to do that.
I would do that as a joke, but not legitimately.
People have sampled that in rap songs.
Honestly, if somebody did that like without an ounce of irony, I would respect them. Like I think I would worship them.
Yeah. I don't know. I get bothered in general when people are just like ignorant.
Yeah, it annoys me too, but like it annoys me even more where they're just like, "Well, you're the one being aggressive." It's like, I'm
Yeah.
not aggressive. I'm just saying.
I'm saying you're wasting your life listening to fucking video game music and nothing else. There's so many great music. Why do you not want to listen?
No,
That's my
yeah.
thing for anything.
I just thought of something really funny. Okay, you take one of those people who only listen to video game music. It's like, here, all right, let me give you a taste of the outside world music. The first track they ever hear is fucking "Temporary Secretary."
Temporary. They would love that song.
I know, no, I love
Love
it,
that
but
song,
like,
too.
I love it, but imagine if that's your first exposure to real music,
Dude, that's another thing. Like people who listen to video game music, they would love shit like that. That
Probably.
whole
Yeah.
McCartney record, they would love that.
No,
Yeah,
they would
probably.
love like Mort Garson, like that
Yeah,
Plantasia,
exactly.
just all done on a Moog. Like honestly, if I were to start a program that like that segues like those people that only listen to video game music to real music, like I would see. It's like if they only listen to Persona music, I'd show them some jazz.
A
If they
program
only,
like it's
if they only
AA.
listen to like chiptune shit, then I would show them Plantasia.
Right,
Like-
yeah.
I love a program like it's fucking like one of those like gay camps that
Yeah.
people send their kids to. Those are awful, by the way. I can't
Gay
believe those
camps.
fucking exist.
I watched a Vice documentary about one, and like you could tell the dude running the camp was he was hiding something. Because he's just like, being gay is an absolute sin, so I made this program to help these youths in their troubled minds. And, like, one of the things they do is, like, they reenact a play. It's like Jack and the Beanstalk, but it's supposed to be symbolic of a man not liking penis anymore.
Okay.
And I was just laughing my ass off throughout the entire, like, documentary, because it's just Paul Wynn, like, trying to get these guys not to be gay anymore.
Yeah, I was about to say it's fucking Escargoon.
Yeah, it sounded like Escargoon.
That's what his voice is based off, Paul Wynn. Same with Roger from American Dad.
Who ate
Yeah,
all
that's
the
what I thought it
pecan
sounded like.
sandies?
These chocodiles, oh my god.
Francine, these crocodiles.
Oh my god. Now, Freeze, what's your favorite Seth MacFarlane character? Like, genuinely, I
Oh man.
want to know.
Character he voices, or just character from a Seth MacFarlane show?
Just from his
Yeah,
shows.
character from his show.
I guess
What's like a genuinely great Seth MacFarlane character?
Well, see, it's hard because he fucked up the character later on, but I really do like Brian Griffin.
Yeah.
Like in the early eras of the show, I think that's a great character.
Holy
No,
crap.
yeah, I like old Brian better than
You
new
can
Brian.
talk.
But to be fair,
I
they
think-
did just kind of make Brian like a punching bag in the recent like seasons, where
they
they just
kinda
really just show how stupid he is. Like
They just made Brian Seth's like talking head for political shit.
to
Yeah.
be like honestly, but in the new seasons, like they just kind of get rid of that. They really just show that he's like a moron and he's not like a voice of reason.
Well, yeah, but the
Well,
sad thing, the sad thing you say the recent seasons, but that's been a thing for Brian since like a decade now. He's been like
No,
stupid. For,
like
like,
I
a whole
think it was
decade.
like that for like 2 seasons maybe, and then everything after that it was just Brian's a moron.
New Family Guy is really fucking weird. Like new Family Guy.
It feels
like the
AI
newest shit.
generated.
It doesn't. It feels like that, but it also just feels like there's such a lack of like, who cares,
Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I put that shit on the background sometimes, and like it makes me laugh. Like there's
Sometimes it's funny because it's so fucking stupid, but sometimes they did a whole episode about the last Blockbuster. Like,
oh yeah, like there was one like joke from a recent episode that made me cackle. It was like they were talking to Frank Sinatra Jr. about starting a restaurant, and he was like, "I was gonna start a Kickstarter, but then I went to the bank and got a loan like an adult."
I like. Wait, speaking of that episode, I like the parody they do of the Frank Sinatra song where it's like, "Welcome to Frank Sinatra's restaurant."
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I can't. I don't know. I don't have respect for Family Guy anymore. It's really like they aim to make you laugh, and if they do, fine. But I don't know.
No, it's weird. It's like to me, it's like I think I've gotten more laughs out of modern Family Guy than like South Park the past like I don't know, like
Family
8 or
Guy's
so
odd
years.
because I do
yeah.
agree with the sentiment that like the new Family Guy really just it's like they absolutely know that their episodes are just gonna get clipped and put on Twitter.
Yeah.
But I really do stand by the fact that like the first like 3 or 4 seasons of Family Guy is some of the best television that's ever been aired.
Oh, for sure.
It's just so fucking funny to me.
Like there's a point like I don't know if I ever mentioned this to you guys, but you could tell when it's the classic era and then the modern era of Family Guy. Real simple by just looking at the way Peter is drawn. Because the first 6 seasons, which is the classic era, Peter is drawn more like round, I would say. I guess I don't know. Like there's a difference. And then after season 6, starting with season 7, everyone, Peter, you could tell Peter easily. But
they
like
stopped drawing them.
Pretty much, yeah. Like he's drawn more like static, I guess, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
no, those early like Family Guy episodes are just wonderful.
Yeah.
But just everything after that, it's like it's just it's funny in doses. But like if you were to have a marathon, you would get very sick of it very quick.
Yeah. I've been in conversations where people like, well, at least it's not like Modern Simpson. I don't know, man. At least Modern Simpson still tries.
Yeah, it's like I don't even watch Modern Simpsons, but I do kind of acknowledge it has a completely different audience now.
Yeah. Like I used to get so like everyone gets angry. Like, why is The Simpsons still going? At this point, I don't care because I've met so many people like in the last couple of years that are legitimately watching The Simpsons.
Oh yeah, it's like they got like dedicated fans that'll just watch every single episode. It's like for me, I'm just one of those guys that just likes the first 10 seasons. But honestly, it's the new episodes. It really is just for like a casual viewer.
It's like
of course it's like Fox, of course. So it's just gonna be
TV.
some like tin knocker in New York just getting home from work.
Yeah, I can't hate on it.
No, me neither. That's why I got no problem with it.
I was gonna say I agree with Andy's point that I don't really like either of them all that much, but New Family Guy does make me laugh more than New South Park.
Yeah, it's because I think it upsets me more with South Park because it's like, those old seasons are just super fucking funny.
I've been rewatching some of them.
Genuinely is
South Park, on the topic of it, the latest season has been pretty good. I've been watching it.
Has it?
Yeah, it's actually been it's pretty good. Like I personally like the last few seasons have felt kind of like staggering. Like they weren't bad, right? But compared to like South Park's like early years, they were like they weren't in the same level. But I feel like this one has been the first real good one, and at least since like season 18 or 19.
I've missed a lot. The last season I watched in full was where Cartman was dating that girl that turned into him, basically.
Oh yeah, Heidi.
22, 21, something like that.
20. Season 20.
That was no. That was season had to be 21.
No, it was
season 20. Season 20 was the really bad one.
Yeah, I know. That's why. That's when they started dating.
No. The one after that.
Well, they were still dating in 21, but they started dating in 20.
Okay, the last one I watched in full was 21, and then I haven't seen anything from there until I watched the first special where they're older.
Well, yeah, the last things I saw were the COVID specials.
Those were
I've
good.
only seen that one, the one where they're older for the first time, and I liked it.
Yeah, those were good.
I had issues with it, but I thought it was funny. It was okay. I just think I don't know what they're doing like the direction they went in. It's just
Yeah.
ugh.
No,
They,
yeah,
probably,
like,
they probably didn't know either because of all the freaking deals they had to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
no, yeah. What up?
I was just gonna say, but yeah, like the newest season that's going on right now, I feel like it's finally like they're getting back into the flow of like how they used to. I would recommend it.
I guess we can bring up the new movie they're doing.
I'm excited for that because I wanted Trey Parker and Matt Stone to just branch off of South Park for a long ass time.
Wait,
now.
they're doing a new movie?
They're doing a movie produced by Kendrick Lamar. I thought he was going to act in it. They announced this like a couple years ago. I'm pretty sure it said Kendrick was in it, but I guess not. It's about like what is it, like a slave reenactor finds out that his girlfriend owned his relatives or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't know, like the plot is kind of weird, but I'm excited too. Just because it's been so long since they've done something else.
Right? Like
And I usually love what they do.
What was their last like project that wasn't South Park? Was it the Book of Mormon?
Yeah.
That was 2011.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. The last time they did a live action movie was in the 90s too.
Oh yeah.
Orgasmo, which is great.
Yeah.
Orgasmo is pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
I watched Orgasmo once in recent memory, and it was probably like in combination with being like the highest I've ever been. It was it was such a magical, it was a spiritual experience, is the way I can describe it.
Yeah. I still like a lot of their stuff.
Yeah, I like Basketball. I like Orgasmo. I still need to see the Cannibal movie.
The Cannibal the
Oh.
musical.
Yeah, I love the music. Hang the bastard, hang him high. Yeah, that shit's
yeah.
cool.
South Park movie is still one of my favorites.
I
Oh, yeah,
absolutely
this-
love Bigger, Longer.
South Park movie is
Like-
amazing.
I rewatched it like I think a year ago, and like it just amazes me, like just how every time I watch that movie, I just love it and love it even
I
more.
know, yeah.
Right?
Because like that and like the Beavis and Butthead movie are like some
Yeah.
of the best movies based off a cartoon show.
I think those, and then those are like the top two, and then
And
SpongeBob's
the-
number 3.
And the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie, I completely forgot. Like I like that a lot because it's just a long ass episode of the show.
That movie, that I remember when I first watched it, I fucking hated it, but I watched it not too long ago with Miles, and it was kind of funny just for like how much they didn't care that it was a movie.
Right?
That one I'm so torn on because like it's awful, but it's exactly what it should have been.
Right?
Like
Right.
I hate when those movies are just long episodes, but it's like, well, there's nothing going on in Aqua Teen anyway. So
Yeah.
I guess that's what they have to do.
No, I think they did it just right. Like it's nothing like bombastic or anything. It's just
Yeah.
a long ass episode.
Yeah.
And like I don't know if it's just because I'm biased because I like Aqua Teen so much, but no, I love it.
I love the opening with the
Oh yeah, the
remix
fucking junk
songs.
food band.
yeah.
Well, on the
Yeah,
topic,
and the Devin Flynn like animated credits I love. But what's up?
I was just gonna say, on the topic of Aqua Teen, did you guys see the new movie?
I haven't.
So
We've talked about this before. I've offered to put it on for movie night a couple times, and no one was super into it besides like Avery.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. But it
No,
looks-
I've yet to watch it just because I haven't found the time, but I will sometime. I thought there was like 2 new movies that came out, but then I realized I was thinking about Scooby Doo.
That's-
Like I was just thinking about that Courage the Cowardly Dog movie, and then the
Oh
other
yeah.
one.
I haven't seen that either.
Yeah, me neither.
The only thing I've seen is the Eustace rap song.
He raps in the movie. Okay, now I have
Yeah.
to see it.
It does.
yeah.
I saw. Oh, you're talking about the Courage crossover.
Yeah.
That one's just kind of disappointing. Like
It's
it's
weird
not
that they made it.
it's not bad, but it's like anything you'd really want out of it isn't there.
I believe it.
Damn. Yeah.
It's just funny as like Scooby Doo crossovers go. It's like that seems to be the one that makes the most sense because it's like a dog with like horror movie elements, so it's like it makes sense. But for some reason, it's the most weird. Like that's more weird than Scooby Doo teaming up with Kiss. Like for some reason, like
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it just is.
Or
And
John
John
Cena.
Cena,
Yeah.
shit rules.
The Aqua Teen, the new one, is weird. I haven't seen it. I know Izzy who's seen it, and I know a group of people who watched it together that fucking hated it. So I'm really, I don't know.
I thought it was alright. I don't know.
The things I've heard about it is that it seems like new writers made it, but it's the same guys, and that sounds weird.
I heard they do like those like stupid hoverboard jokes that are in a lot of like.
I've heard, yeah, there's a lot of like, not woke, but just new jokes.
No, I hate like those specifically like technology jokes, like where they make fun of like drones and shit. I just like it's just such like cheap like laughs.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, whoa, these drones, they're goofy as hell. What's the deal with them? It's just like that's just stupid. I appreciate media more where they talk about how cool like they can be. Like for example, the video game Judgment. It's like one of the things you can do in the game is fly a drone and spy on people. Like I think that's kind of badass.
Alright.
Well,
I also thought it was interesting, like, no one gave a shit when it came out.
No, yeah, that's I remember.
Just
It's
so
like nobody talked about it. It just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of nothing, I mean, speaking of Aqua Teen that came out of nowhere, what were your guys' thoughts on that like mini season of shorts they did?
Oh, those were okay.
I
I
only
like,
watched the first one.
I like
Yeah,
those. They
same
were pretty
man.
good.
And I don't remember anything about it.
And then, aren't they doing a new season of the show?
Yeah,
There's like 6 episodes or
yeah,
something.
they're doing a new.
I heard they announced that right after the Justin Roiland shit.
Yeah,
And
like, we gotta go back to it now.
somebody on Twitter like put it the best. They said like the CEO of Adult Swim was having this like Ebenezer Scrooge nightmare of just
Yeah.
awful Rick and Morty impressions filling up his voicemail. So he just decided to put that shit out.
Just
Fuck
like,
Rick and Morty. Just end it.
Yeah, Rick and Morty sucks.
Like,
Dick. I hated that shit back
like
then.
they're
hated
definitely not gonna continue it after their contract is up for like the next 2
Yeah, yeah.
seasons.
I can't
3?
believe they're already on
Yeah,
8 seasons.
They have a contract for 100 episodes, or
Oh
like
my
not
God.
100 set, or was it? Basically, they have to go up to season 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. And that show turns 10 this year.
Oh yeah, it does. That's
Oh,
crazy.
First
You're
season
right,
came out
shit.
2013.
Yeah. Shit.
Oh my god, that show. I don't know, man. Like, does it? It does. Like, it's done. That show's done.
Right.
No one cares about it anymore.
For
And
No,
now
yeah.
you have both creators are fucking sacks of shit. Just get rid of it. It's
yeah.
done. No one talks about it anymore.
Probably just like 40-year-old boomers on Reddit. Like I'm not even saying that to be funny or like make a
It's
joke.
true.
Like that's genuinely the audience.
I didn't even know it was up to season 8. I thought it
Yeah,
was
me
still on
neither.
season 4 or something.
I thought it was like 5 or some shit. Yeah,
I have not heard about the show since season 3.
because I think they're just shitting out seasons at this point.
Yeah.
Right.
Because like I remember like years ago when the show started, it took them like 2 years to like get to it.
Yeah.
But now it's like they're just shitting out a season every 6 months or something.
Jesus. I haven't seen that show since Pickle Rick.
That was season
That's the
9.
last episode I watched.
Yeah. That
The
was
last
that-
episode I watched was Against My Will. It was the April Fool's prank they did. It was the Szechuan sauce episode. And like I remember it's because like it was
You were trying
Saturday.
to watch Samurai Jack?
I was ready to watch Samurai Jack.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was nothing but Rick and Morty over. That was their April Fool's prank.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
that was the
Like-
I remember
premiere.
that.
Yeah, that was the
It's-
premiere for season 3.
No,
same
yeah,
thing for me. I
was
wanted to watch Samurai Jack.
I was so upset. Words
That-
cannot describe. Like my night was ruined because at that point I was excited for every episode of Samurai Jack coming out.
Yeah.
So like that was like a big thing for my Saturdays at that time.
True,
And
I
then
was- I
like
was
that
there
shit
too.
happened, and it's like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to go to bed angry tonight because
Yeah, I was following
Yeah.
along like weekly too for Samurai
Yeah,
Jack. I mean,
Oh man.
I wasn't upset, but I was like, all right, cool. So they're gonna air the Samurai Jack after this, right? But
That's
like,
what I was
Yeah.
thinking too. I was just like, okay, right after this, right? And then it just played
yeah, I
again.
was like, oh, okay.
And then
Yeah.
that's when I thought, like, oh my god, I've been bamboozled.
For real.
That's honestly like the cruelest Adult Swim prank. On it, they could have a prank in the future where they bomb a children's hospital, and like I think the Samurai Jack
Yeah.
thing will be even more cruel. Like that's just how I see it.
I don't know. I don't get all the hate for the finale for Samurai Jack.
Oh, I hated it.
Yeah, no,
Completely.
No,
finale.
yeah,
The
it's
finale
like the whole
sucked ass.
season was good, but the ending you could just tell that they just were cut short.
The ending
'Cause-
made the rest of it not worth.
Right?
Yeah,
Oh
that's
man.
that's what upset me about it. Because just the whole season, like wonderful, but like you could just tell like they had to shit it out and they ran out of money.
Like,
It just felt like they weren't ready.
right,
No,
the first
yeah.
half was awesome, right? Like that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
really cool. But then
Of
once
course.
Ashi's like once they started making them like have a relationship, that's when it started going downhill.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah,
Yeah.
I feel you on that. Because it's like, and then that's when I realized, like, okay, they're gonna have some like time travel element where that's gonna like fuck up with like Jack killing Aku. And it's just, I don't know, it's just goofy. The video game that came out, they kind of like fixed all those problems, but the thing is, nobody played that game. And like a lot
Yeah.
of times, like that's just kind of the monkey's paw with making like a lore heavy game, or just like a game that just has lore pertaining to that series. A lot of people just aren't willing to spend hours playing a game,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and that's just kind of the sad part. And it's like
Yeah.
it's not even a long game as far as like AAA games go these days. It wasn't that long. I remember I beat it during a weekend.
Yeah, I had no idea about that game until like a week ago on Twitter.
No, yeah, I saw you tweet about it, and it's like if you played Shadow of Aku, it's
Yeah.
kind of like that, but in my opinion, better because it has just better combat and everything.
I believe it.
Like that's just me. It's just like a third person hack and slash.
hmm
So it's like if you can take that shit, then yeah, I recommend it.
I believe
Mm.
I'm glad you do. I thought you thought I was lying.
it. I would be in shambles.
I'm not a liar. Not lying.
So the Fairly Odd Parents reboot.
No, no.
All right, well, I think this is a good time to end the podcast.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Aw.
Avery keeps fucking.
No!
Up, so he's done.
Well, I mean, there's nothing. I mean, there's
Well,
nothing
guys-
really to talk about for the Fairly Odd Parents reboot. There's nothing really out yet besides that.
Fuck Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta
Yeah.
say.
Me and my homies
Okay.
ain't Fairly Odd Parents.
Izzy,
Yeah.
you gotta wait.
Fucking
Till,
gay ass bitch Fartman.
you gotta wait till the final product comes out.
Bitch Fartman.
Bitch Fartman,
I wish
Ooh,
that was my
fucked up.
name, Fart Man. That's a cool ass name.
Cartman.
Hear that?
Dude, that's
Butch?
what Howard Stern went by at one point. That's his superhero alter ego, Fart Man.
Fart man.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
He farts in
talk
his hand,
about-
makes you smell it. You die.
You
There you
die.
I remember I saw the Fart Man costume on eBay, and it was like $1 million.
I believe it.
Hell yeah.
Kind of badass. I wonder if I can find pictures of it. Because I wish,
I can't find
wish
any history of the listing.
of what?
Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was saying like years and years and years ago. I wish I saved the listing, but I remember I saw a listing on eBay where someone was just selling the tickets the pirate holds in the beginning of the SpongeBob movie.
Mhm.
No.
They were like
wow.
framed, and it was like $10,000.
Wow.
It's
I wasn't gonna
the-
buy it, obviously, but I thought it was interesting that those got sold.
yeah,
it's weird with like props like that. You never know when they're fake.
True,
Like
yeah.
there needs to be like a there needs to be like a certificate of authenticity with things like that. It's like especially with tickets, you could just print that shit out, or you could, or it could
Yeah.
just be like generic like ticket props from the internet. Like,
Someone
you
has
never know.
David Hasselhoff though, right?
Oh
The-
yeah, the
replica?
like,
Yeah, David Hasselhoff himself like sold shit. What was
Yeah.
it? He had a pair of swim trunks that were signed by Steve Hillenburg with like original art on it and shit.
Well,
I think he sold those.
For Everything Everywhere All at Once, the movie, they did the same thing. They did a they sold a lot of the stuff from the movie, like the outfits and some puppets and stuff, which is really cool.
Mm.
I know I'm talking to the 2 people that didn't watch it, but
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I want to see it though.
Yeah.
it's great.
I did see that they were selling shit. I
Like,
thought it was cool.
I
I
wanna
want to
see
see
it,
it
but-
too, but I just missed my chance.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to come to streaming.
It is
On what?
Paramount Plus.
Really? Oh shit! Then
Yep.
I can watch it. Yeah. All right.
It's been there.
I
Damn.
didn't. Nobody told me.
Ah,
Yeah, I'll give it a
Okay.
watch then. I didn't know that.
I'll have to watch it.
Yeah. Because I've been interested in it.
that's my favorite movie of 2022.
I'll believe it.
Wow.
And well, Avery's long gone, but while we're wrapping up, I also want to say my favorite show of 2022 was Nathan Fielder's The Rehearsal.
Yeah, I heard
Same-
that was good. I heard that was really good.
It's awesome. It's actually the only show I watched, so it wins by default, but it was really good.
What platform is that one on?
HBO.
HBO. All right.
It's this cool shit where he finds people who are like fiending to admit something about their lives, and he puts them through these fucking like simulated rehearsals where he recreates their whole situation. It's pretty great. First episode is about this guy who he's in a popular trivia group, and he admits to his group that he didn't graduate college. So it's like really minuscule shit, and then he puts on this whole presentation so he can fucking work through it. It's dope. That's my favorite show.
Wahoo.
Care to add on to that with your own?
Well, what came out in 2022? Like, show-wise, like.
I don't know a new show that I like actively watched in 2022.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do a movie then.
I really liked the Beavis and Butthead movie that came out.
I forget that was that year. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun.
Sonic 2.
Oh yeah, Sonic 2 I liked a lot. That was cool.
Hmm.
Oh, Puss in
And
Boots
we did
was really
episodes
good.
on both of them.
Yeah, Puss in Boots.
We did.
Pussy
Yeah.
Boots.
Oh, Pussy Boots was good.
Yeah, Pussy Boots.
Puss in Boots was cool. My favorite animated movie would go to Marcel the Shell with shoes on. That was very good.
I haven't seen that,
Yeah,
but I
haven't-
believe that
haven't
it's
seen
good.
it.
Loved it a lot. Puss in Boots was good. Listen here, you
Um.
motherfuckers. This is the last drop of realness on this episode. Animation is for babies. They're little kid movies.
I would know.
Yeah.
I
Like that.
make them.
They're for
But
children.
Freeze, you like The Simpsons? You like
The Simpsons.
the cartoons?
Well, you know what?
What do you have to say to that?
I think that means I like children.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's the first thing I hear.
Alright, thanks for watching, guys.
This is
Dead on arrival.